Welcome. We are Two Finger Spirits. I'm Brandon. We got the camera shy camera guy, my trusty sidekick. And today we're doing Remus Repeal Series 5. I've been waiting a long time for this to come out. I feel like I've been waiting about a year, since 4 came out. And we're in Connecticut here, and we got it later than the rest of the world, it seems.
I do now. I feel like we've been talking about getting this bottle for like the past 6 months.
Those guys over at the American Whiskey Experience, they got themselves a case. I'm jealous. Those guys are great. Check them out on the American Whiskey Experience. But today you're watching Two Finger Spirits. And we really appreciate you coming and joining us. So this is from MGP, right? They're where everyone, well not everyone, but so many people come and get their juice because...
I read an article that was like almost 50% of distilleries or places.
Really?
They're getting their juice from MGP.
Yeah.
So they must be massive.
Oh yeah, Indiana.
That's a right.
If you see Indiana on a whiskey bottle, I'd be willing to bet it's come from MGP. And the mash bill on this is like convoluted. So the mash bill is 9% of a 2005 bourbon at 21% rye, 5% of a 2006 bourbon at 36% rye, 19% of a 2006 bourbon at 21% rye, 13% of a 2008 bourbon at 21% rye, and 54% of a 2008 bourbon at 36% rye. So there's no bottle age statement, but in the mash bill you could see the ages of all the whiskeys that went into this.
So it goes by the earliest date, which is 2008.
Well, there's no age statement on it.
Right, but you would have to say it would go by, it would be.
Yeah. So this is 100 proof, which series 2 through 5 have all been 100 proof. I think the first one was 95 proof. And we're going to do, I think, a blind video of all 5 bottles.
It's going to be so fun.
Because we did the series 3 about a year ago. We followed it up quickly with the series 4.
Right.
And now we finally got the series 5 out.
And you can check those out as well.
This has the oldest whiskey in it so far. And some of the same whiskeys as 3 or 4. I took some notes because we did a couple sips of this beforehand. I get like a berry taffy on the nose. I find the nose really bright and lively. I get some oak, some corn, maybe a little bit of apple.
I definitely get the oak. I get the corn, like a sweet corn.
Yeah.
But
like a cream corn.
What I really find interesting about this, like, it's 100 proof.
Yeah.
But you can't smell any of the proof at all.
You don't get the burn on the nostril at all.
None.
You don't get a lot of I don't get any ethanol.
No, which is kind of nice because now you can really smell it.
I get some baked pie crust. It's really inviting. I think the nose is one of my favorite parts of this particular rendition of the bottle series. This series, the nose is really delightful, right?
I agree. Like, if you like to know your whiskey, this is something that you can actually truly enjoy without it getting too up in there. I haven't sneezed.
So George Remus, he was a real bad MFer, right? This guy was a tough dude. If you ever watch Boardwalk Empire, they have a character that is George Remus. It's funny, he talked about himself in the third person. Oh, Remus doesn't like that. Remus did this. Remus read the Volstead Act. Very close.
Remus read the Volstead Act. Very close.
I got the book. I haven't read it yet. It just came through Amazon, so I can't wait to check this out. Maybe by the time Series 6 comes out, I'll have some more details on them. I think if you look back to our video, 3rd series or 4th series, I did give a little insight to him, how he was the inspiration for The Great Gatsby. He would give cars away at his parties to the lives. He was just a really... He shot his wife, Imogene, and got away with it by pleading temporary insanity. So really, really,
wow,
a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. So check out the book.
But it sounds like I want to be friends with this guy.
I don't know. I
I
want to
don't
stay
know.
away.
He's gonna get my wife a car.
I'm gonna stay away.
Oh. Well, he's dead. So.
And another book might be of interest is the Nellie Green. She was from our town. Well, on the town between us and where we are. So this is really cool. She was the queen of the bootleggers, and her story so far has been really, really cool. If you get a chance, check out this book, Connecticut Bootlegger Queen Nellie Green. But back to George Remus.
All right, let's taste this.
First thing that I get on the front of the palate is like some wild berries. You know, when you walk through the wood and you see the wild berries, I get that, followed by oak. Fades a little bit into the leather and the tobacco. Maybe some like a vanilla soda or a cream soda.
I'm getting the vanilla.
Yeah. But do you get like vanilla extract or vanilla ice cream? I get more vanilla soda, I think.
I think it's just more of like the hint of vanilla. But
Hint of vanilla.
It would be a sweet vanilla, but like a thick vanilla. Because it has a pretty good mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, it's got a creamy mouthfeel.
Right, so I think that's what makes it more like a creamy vanilla.
I mean, this got whiskey, I think, close to 16 years old in it. Where are you going to get a bottle of that for? Oh, we never mentioned the MSRP, but it's like 90, 95 bucks. Where are you going to get a 16-year-old whiskey for under 100 bucks?
Right.
I mean, I think this is a great deal.
Like, I know the majority of it is a 13-year-old whiskey, but you get a lot of that 16 in there.
Yeah.
But between 13 and 16, I feel like a nice spot for whiskey.
Yeah. And I don't get any heat on the palate. I don't get any heat on the nose.
You would never think this is 100 proof. It drinks, like, the burn is like an 80 proof, but like the mouthfeel is of like 100 proof, which is good.
I get the heat comes in on the swallow, followed by like cinnamon.
My God, it's good.
The palate finished with a little bit of light cinnamon, but the finish really comes in with the cinnamon. I get the dry oak.
I get a raisin on the finish.
Really? I got the dry oak. I got the leather. I almost was going to call it fig, but is it raisin?
Well, a dried fig and a raisin have a very similar taste, I would say.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a dried fig.
But it's nice, that nice like thick, deep flavor.
Yeah. It's full of flavor.
And then it kind of just fades into like a bitterness, right? Not an unpleasant bitterness, but like the bitterness you would expect in a bourbon. You said a while ago that you got some rye notes in it.
You know, I hadn't read the bottle. I just sniffed it, tasted it, and I felt like it was a rye heavy. Turns out it's not rye heavy. Maybe it's like 30%, 20. If you look at the numbers, probably closer to 25% rye. But it's got a lot of rye taste to it. It's really pleasant.
I couldn't detect the rye myself, but you picked up on it, and then reading the mash bill, it makes sense that you got it. So, for me, the finish is short to medium length. I wish it lasted longer. For me, I think the highlight of this whiskey is the nose. Don't get me wrong. That being said, I think the palate and the finish are both wonderful. I think as a whole, this is definitely something I'm going to try to buy another bottle of 5 before it goes away. So I would definitely keep this in stock.
Yeah, which is impossible. However,
it's a yearly release.
Get it when you can. So if I go to the store, tomorrow or the next day, and I saw it, I'd pick it up.
But even James texted us yesterday and said he found a bottle of Series 1. So you still get these like a few years down the road, but don't sleep on it. If you see it,
grab it.
I would say grab it.
Worth it.
If you can get it for under $100, get it. Any of the series so far. But this one I think is the best. I think...
What was our favorite? I don't remember.
I don't know. We're going to do the blind tasting. So look forward to that video because we're going to do a blind tasting of all 5 series. But I think 3 was probably my favorite. 4 was really good. And now 5 might beat out number 3, but you'll have to watch out for that video. Yeah, so check out Boardwalk Empire because the Remus character in that, who is George Remus, that was great. And he bought like 1/3 of the distilleries out there back when Prohibition hit.
God.
And all the bottles are completely different. All the series 1 through 5, they're not trying to be consistent in flavor. They're trying to just every year come out something to commemorate George Remus,
with something awesome.
With something awesome. So
and also take this into consideration. If MGP is supplying all these places,
right,
with juice,
yeah,
and they're keeping the best for themselves,
perhaps
that's got to be definitely. That's got.
I don't know. We had that Smoke Wagon that was really good. I think they got a lot of it from them.
Yeah, that's all about the aging of
other places. Yeah.
But I think they just do such a great job, and if you like them in the products they put out, which you probably do if you're watching this, and if you've tried any of the bottles, go look on your bottles and see where they're from.
Did you hear the Hounds of Hell?
Oh yeah, that was Henry. He must be angry.
We got anything else you want to add about this whiskey?
No, it's very enjoyable. Get it if you can.
Get it if you can, absolutely. And thank you so much. We really appreciate taking the time to watch us. We try to keep the videos under 10 minutes so we can give you a nice, concise view. What are we up to now?
11.
Woo! So we're going to let you go now. So keep your friends close. Keep your whiskey closer. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Like, subscribe, Instagram, Facebook. Thanks for coming.